right?
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah. And so look at these things. I mean, people aren't going to people want to know, who are you? Like, who are you? Like, why should I deal with you? What value do you bring? What do you offer me? How can I check you out? You know, people are going to want to know these things. Like, what I like about this is, on this end, so it's like just a regular mailer, right?
Right.
So on this end, they have their pictures.
Right.
They instantaneously have something that is related, brings them credibility. Everybody knows Remax.
Right.
So it's like, oh, okay, they were Remax.
So it's got their picture up there, so they're not hiding.
And so you gotta look at it like this, like somebody's brain has all these locks on it, right? You're trying to get into their brain.
Right.
So when they see something like, oh, Remax, click, it like unlocks their thinking.
Picture unlocks.
Right? Oh, okay, he looks like a nice guy. Oh, okay. So it's like you're reducing their risk in their brain. You're making them feel safe.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, do you really think these people will come and kill you?
No.
Exactly. The fact they're related to this company and their name and the pictures there, I mean, can you almost feel like you could trust them?
Yeah.
What about your letter?
Who the hell is that? What's he hiding behind? It's weird.
Right? Now look, so now when you turn it over, what is the first thing that says? It says one, they're giving something of value. Okay. Home seminars.
Right.
And then it says reserve today. They're telling you to take action today. And they're giving you something of value. Then they're basically saying, come out and meet us, talk to us.
Right.
You know? And then they say, okay, we're experts. Where does it say anything about you being an expert or anything? We're experts at short sales. But look at the economy. Look at what's going on in the industry. 70 to 80% of the listings today are short sales. So they're saying we are also experts in short sales. Right?
Right.
So it's like, and then they come down here, then they talk about the move-in date, and they're attracting the buyer. So right in this little paragraph, you got seller, listing, buyer. Seller, listing, buyer. Seller, listing, buyer. They got a message here for the buyer, they got a message here for the seller, and they got a message here to get your listing. And then when you open it up, then they give you a little cutout thing here, and it tells you to call. Take action, pick the phone, call us to reserve a seat.
Right. It's not a strong call to action in this thing.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
You think Robin is wrong? The queen of rehab? You think she don't know?
Don't put this on the internet. You can keep this video. Don't put this on the internet. I think Robin's a wonderful person. I have a lot of respect for. But I have to respectfully disagree. There should have been a stronger.
But the thing is, your letter needs to bring value. Your letter needs to bring value. So if you are the homeowner, I need to bring value to you, so you pick up the phone to call me. That letter doesn't bring value to them for them to call you. What value do you bring? Here, they bring you value.
The value here is it could help them with their icky situation.
Who the hell are you?
Then there's no value. It's like you want to bring value, but you're not. Your offer, it's like a shallow offering. You're offering something real.
And most people are very smart these days. And people are very smart. They're very intelligent. They get a lot of these type of letters.
They're smarter than they used to be.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
So
People
now,
used to be nuts. And
now
they're
you have
freaking-
you also have to change your way of thinking, because you have to align that up with what's going on in today's
playing
market.
field has changed.
Exactly.
It changed in the boat business so bad I got mad and left.
Well, you can't always get mad and quit. That's not the life answer.
Well, there wasn't profit in it. I wanted something else. This is what I want. This is where my heart is.
Well, what we need to do is just to change the message, change the tone, change your approach. bring something of more value. This is who I am. Here's my background. Here's who I am. Check me out.
Yeah.
They want to feel you. They want to say, okay, who is this guy?
Should I put a link to my website?
Yeah.
And on
You
there,
got a LinkedIn profile?
yes, I do.
Put your LinkedIn profile. Do you have a Facebook profile? Put your Facebook information on there.
Link to website. Link to.
Your Facebook. People want to Google you. People want to know who is this guy. They want to see you. They want to read about you. Who are you affiliated with? Who are you tied in with? Right? They're not going to just deal people just because they get a letter in the mail. The first thing, like that lady tell you from Baltimore, what she say? She said, "Are you one of those guys that's going to give me a low bar offer?" I mean, it's like their guards are already up.
Yeah, that was a lady in Annapolis.
Their guards are already up. People are already nervous. People are already scared. There's already, like, I know if I deal with this guy, he's going to beat me down on the price. You want to take that out of the equation.
Mm-hmm.
You want to come across, hey, I'm a nice guy. I will work hard for you. I will make sure you get the fair market value for your property, and I'll make sure it gets done properly. People want to feel safe. They want to feel safe that they're going to deal with you. You're going to get this transaction done and completed on their behalf. You're going to work on their behalf to get it done and completed, and they're in safe hands.
Right.
Does that letter say that? No, it doesn't say anything to that effect.
It's almost like a spooky anonymous letter.
Well,
I'm serious. It's not. You're not.
hey, Clint, this. So, but anyway, you know, you have to look at it like that. You gotta. You know, I'm just. And the plus, look what they do. They give you some free recipe on chili. How to make chili.
Thanks.
It's like they're giving you something of value. And then they're asking you to take action, cut this thing out, fill in your name, your address, that you want to attend our seminar.
Uh-huh.
So you're asking them, look, take your time, fill this out, send it back to us, reserve a spot. The spots are limited. So you're creating scarcity. So this letter has a lot more, like in so many ways, a lot more value, right? Because most, like if I'm, like I said, I was giving you an example, if I got properties in Glen Burnie, Annapolis, and Baltimore, and I'm a real estate investor, and most investors that have like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 homes, they're pretty savvy. They're pretty smart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they've been around the block a couple times. So you have to kind of come at them at that level. Like you're here to offer them something that has value.
Right.
You can't come at them from a level of, hey, let me buy your house, I'll pay you cash. Well, give me $1 million. I mean, because they're going to be unreasonable too, because it's unreasonable.
Uh-huh.
Because they don't know you. I mean,
Right.
why would you even offer me a cash? You haven't even seen my house yet.
Right. And I've gotten that.
Yeah, it's real. I'm telling you some real stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So this is what I tell you is, if you could, okay, bring value to you. One of the things is, like if you became an agent, that would bring you a lot of value.
Right.
Because now they can say, oh, he is associated with this company.
Right.
The company has insurance. The company has a website. The company's been around. Like they're associated. They are associated, which this company brings them value. This company's been around for 100 years.
It brings them trust and legitimacy. Everybody knows Remax.
Who the hell knows John Payne?
Nobody. That's a name. People say, okay, there was a Remax. They're not going to screw me over.
Right, so that's why I bought this company, Next Age. Next Age First Realty. We have over 90 offices. 90 offices across the United States. And the company is going national to Europe and China and Brazil and the Philippines and stuff like that.
Oh.
So we have over, I think, 1,100 agents now all over here. So the company's brand new and it's growing very fast. So under our office here, you could be a real estate agent, which brings you legitimacy and credibility and all that. And you could be a real estate investor.
Right.
So now when you send out your information, information is tied to something. They could Google the name of the company, they could Google us, they could say, oh, okay, he's John's worked with these guys, okay. So it makes a lot more sense. This is why I should talk to this guy.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, people at the neighborhood pub that know me, they knew what I was doing, they just, everybody knows everybody, all right? So they're like, well, is he an agent? No. You know, and I just said, well, they're just naysayers, they're too close to home, whatever, and I passed them off. And now you're saying the same thing, so I think they were onto something.
Well,
You're onto something, I mean, I believe it, it makes sense.
Well, because the thing is now, let's say that you go back to the pub, and those people are sitting around, is he an agent? Or is he, what is he? What is he doing? Okay? It's confused. It's a confusion, right?
Right.
Now you go back to them and you say, hi, yes, I am an agent. Here's my card. Here's the name of the company. Here's what we do. Oh, well, great. Hey, John, you know what? I was thinking about selling my house, man. Can you help me? Yeah, sure, I can help you. A different conversation opens up. A different door opens up. A different
You're
income.
real.
A different income opportunity opens up.
Mm-hmm.
And you can say, by the way, I'm not just an agent, I'm also a real estate investor. Oh, really? Yeah, I understand the real estate market and I understand the real estate trends. Let me tell you something. You know, last year, there were $415 million of transactions that took place in this area? Really? I didn't know that. Did you also realize that in the last year, we were at a 9.6 month supply of inventory? We're already down to 8 months of supply. What that means for you is the house price is going to go up. Really? See, now you're educating the person. You're giving them facts. You're giving them a reason to do what? For them to give you their listing. So you can earn their business. You have to give people a reason to earn their business, to earn their listing, to earn the option to get into their house, to look around. People just invite people into their homes. How many times you just been in a stranger's house? They don't just do that.
No.
Right, you have to build credibility to get into those doors. So when you're talking to people and you come across with a different tone, you're like, hey, my name is John Payne, I'm a real estate agent. This is what I do. By the way, did you know, and just throw some facts out there, even 2 or 3 facts. Did you know Annapolis had 190 homes that sold last month? Really? Yeah, like the house on Clare Street, the house on Yellow Street, the house on Blue. They're going to know that you know the community, you know the area. You're an expert in the local community. Then they're going to do business with you. You have to create value for them. This goddamn letter doesn't create value for anybody.
Not enough. I think it creates a very tiny amount of value. Just not enough to win trust. The value I see it creating is we can help you get rid of your house, but it doesn't create the value you're referring to and talking about. You know, it just, what you're talking about to me brings, when I look at it and I contrast the two, or just look at it for what you're saying, is it just gives me a whole picture. It gives me a good, wholesome feeling. You feel it right here.
That's right.
I can't really articulate it. You know, it's emotional. It's just a warm fuzzy. He's got a full, I don't know. You know it in here.
Right, and that's the thing. When you're talking to people, you want them to feel like that about you. You need to transform that credibility, that confidence that you know this community, you know this
You're
market.
not a huckster. You've done your background research. You're educated. You know what's going on.
Right.
You're a competent professional, not just a nobody trying to take piece A and B and put it together because you know this person and you know that person. You're actually creating and making value, other than the fact you're bringing 2 people together and shaking their hands.
Right. You get that?
Yeah.
The light bulb went off.
Yes.
Click.
Yep.
I think we got a light bulb that went off.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe 2 of them. But look, anyway, look, the purpose of all of this stuff, right? So, like, what I do is I help people,
Yes.
okay? My job is to share my knowledge and share my expertise. I can't take it with me, like I told you before,
Right.
right? So that's what I do, and I'm hoping the last couple of times we've talked that I've been able to open up some doors and let you see where my value is, right? Have you been able to see any of that?
Yes.
Okay, so, you know, you tell me what you want to do from here, John, because this is what I live and breathe. This is what I do. You know, this is my thing, and I really think I can help you, and I can help a lot of people to shift their thinking, to shift their mindset in terms of working in the real environment that we're in. We're not in the 70s, we're not in year 2005, 2007, 2008. The market has totally shifted. The world has totally shifted.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Started with an L.
and you have to start to shift with the world, right? So right now, there's a lot of nervous people out there.
And I'm one of them.
Right, and people that are nervous, that they want some confidence that the floor is not going to be just yanked out of them and they're going to fall down.
Yeah.
Right, there's a sense of safety and concerns, and you got to address people's risks. Right, and so, you know, you're on a good path. You're hardworking. You know, you put out the bandit signs. You're doing the things a lot of people don't do. You're doing the things that the CDs and DVDs talk about.
I know they're not doing the bandit signs because I don't see anybody, and I've tracked down every telephone pole that's of any good that I can find.
Exactly. Exactly. So, I don't know. I mean, you got a lot of energy, and you just got to be channeled towards something that's going to bring you some income. It's going to bring you some income. So, I don't know about this. I'll just give you my opinion. Whatever that's worth. You know, if you want to control your burn rate, because right now, you know, you're putting out a lot of cash out of this thing. You're doing a lot of good stuff, which is great. I mean, you could keep at it, but you know, you're shoveling money into this train that's moving. As soon as you're going to run out of coal, and the train's eventually going to stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to look at this. You got to look at it really carefully. Like you know, you could be associated and really go in the area where you could become this authority figure, professional. I'm going to do this with full force. I'm going to do it 100%. I'm going to do it according to the way the National Association of Realtors talk about. You know, or you could say I'm going to try to keep doing this wholesale thing, but I don't know. I think, you know, the wholesale thing, a lot of people talk about it in a lot of ways in terms of, hey, you can make fast, quick money if you don't have money. But if you look at the numbers, I mean, in the last 3 months, you probably burnt $12,000, if not more.
And the wholesaling thing burns about $1,000 a month. The other three is, you know, my rent,
Right.
my food, you know, do I eat lunch and dinner out? Yeah, because my business takes me out. I'm out in, you know, wherever.
Mhm.
So, you know, that's just,
Because a lot of this stuff that you're doing, right, a lot of this information, if you get your license and you get with the right office, a lot of the information is free.
which information?
Like, for example, you know, these DVDs or these Robbins
Yeah.
classes, and this, you pay 5,000 here, 6,000 there, 2,000 here, 1,300 here. It's like they're filling you in, you're up with all this information, then you go home with all these CDs and books and all this stuff. How many people really take the time to go through all that stuff and really
They don't
practice?
have the time.
Right. And that's how these people make their money. They sell you their $5,000 package or $3,000 package. They get you your money. They get 10, 20 people. They done made $30,000. They went to the next city, the next city, the next city, selling this stuff.
Right.
They have no personal interest in you. They sold their stuff. They made their money. They went to Baltimore, to San Diego, to California.
Uh-huh.
So, but you are
Yeah.
the one left hanging with this bag of stuff.
Right, I bought
So-
Zach's automated deal maker, which I have yet to use. I wanted to do a regular wholesale deal first before I went and automated it and got myself into trouble. You know, I just.
That's what I'm saying. There's so much information out there. There's so many. Oh, you could do this. Oh, you could do this.
Oh,
you
I
could do-
know. I just started watching webinars for free.
Mhm.
You could do this, you could do this, and my way's the way, and then I kind of got the picture.
Right.
I said,
So here's
oh,
the thing. here's the thing, right? So in real estate, we all know it costs money. Whatever you do in real estate, it costs money. To become an agent, it's gonna cost you money. To keep your status as an agent, it's gonna cost you money, right?
Yeah.
To do marketing, to be in the wholesale business, it's gonna cost you money,
Yeah.
right? And so everything is gonna cost money in real estate. So, but real estate also, you can make money if you do things the right way, right?
Yes.
So the thing is, you know, you don't have an abundance amount of money. You don't have $1 million. You don't have a money tree.
No.
And you don't have the abundant amount of time. So you gotta look at where's your time and how much money do you got? How can I get to the closest, lowest hanging fruit?
Yeah, and I need to be able to, it's the middle of February, I probably push it all the way to March 1st, and then I've got issues. So I need to survive. I need to get my foot in the door, so to speak, get revenue flowing in so that I can survive. And I'm willing to work with somebody else, with somebody, partner for whatever, learn the business. Do I need to make $1 million this year? Can I? No. Do I need to make a lot? No. I'm going to work hard, contribute, add value, share connections, whatever it takes to survive. Would I like to become an agent? Yes. And one of the things I worry about is, could I become an agent, get credentials, study at the same time I do my marketing, and all this before the end of the month, and still make a deal as an agent? And I'd be lucky to get my license by the end of the month. I don't even know what's involved. I've heard it's a 40-hour course. Well, I got 2 people to follow up on today. I got this, I got that, So that's sort of where I am. I'm in a really bad situation. Unless, who knows, maybe I'll make
What
2
is your
deals
gut
this
telling
month.
you?
I am wanting to work with somebody else from the start, because in my experience in the boat business, I'm learning how to run a business, and now I've got to learn all over again, because it's a different ball of wax, so to speak. It's a different industry, so just the business skills are different. And then learning the ins and outs of that particular business. Learning how to do the work efficiently, learning how to do this. Doing it on your own is too expensive. And there's a lure of, well, I'll make more money because I'm my own deal. Mr. Rockefeller started out working for somebody else in the commodities market. So I have wanted to work for somebody else. And a lot of these people, they were just one person and that's all they could do, and they couldn't deal with somebody else. But I really want to work with somebody else rather than being this lone guy out in Annapolis getting beat up by every headwind. It's just a matter of time till I'm out like a candle. Maybe I'll get lucky, but I don't like those odds.
Yeah.
So what if I get lucky? Your learning curve is better when you're with somebody else.
Yeah. You learn from the mistakes.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell people, man. It's like, if you have an option to get coached by Tiger Woods for 1 month, how would that help your game improve?
A lot.
If you, if you play basketball, if you had Kobe Bryant come teach you for a month, how would that help your game?
A lot.
Right. So it's the same thing. It's like, you're saying I would want to work with somebody or partner with somebody that's going to help me grow my game, improve my game, stop making the same mistakes and losing money and time because I'm running around doing everything, these books and DVDs and CDs and webinars and seminars, and everybody's telling you all this stuff, so you kind of get crazy.
You do. I got that, and then I just got the revenue safety factor. I'm in the position where, let's look at it in terms of the financial markets, because I was educated in that. I'm willing to, have my nice little safe annuity at this point, or buy bonds at this point. So you can take your internet stocks, just give me bonds for now, and give me my 6% rate of return so I can get on my feet while I learn what I'm doing. Like I introduced you to John. Initially I wanted to wholesale the stuff, but I was about to lose control of it, I wanted to wholesale it to you. I would be happy if you let me work with him, and maybe I get something from that just to get me through, or nothing, or honestly work for you, with you, whatever. I'm open. I need a solution to get me through, and I'll give all my time to whoever helps me.
Right.
But do I have money to pay a coach? No. Can I give my time, my legwork, my energy? I've got my website going, I got my marketing out, I go to meetings, I make connections, am I willing to, to give all that and everything I got to help me? Yeah, I'll give, whatever I can.
Okay. Well, well, the thing I like about you, you're sincere.
Yeah, I don't make stuff up.
Yeah. No, I can tell when somebody's bullshit me.
I'm not a good bullshitter, so.
You don't look like one.
It's not in my skill set, I'll tell you right now.
Yeah. Okay, well, no, that's good, John. That's good. Okay, so, look, right now, what we gotta do is we gotta basically figure how can you bring in money right now, right? So, outside of this, what else can you possibly do to bring in money? Outside of this, if you put this whole business to the side, what can you do tomorrow, starting tomorrow, to bring in money? What's your plan B? You gotta have a plan B.
It is the winter time in the boat business, there's nothing going on, and my boat business has come to a stop every year in the winter since Lehman Brothers collapsed, and it's just the way it is. We're in January, and this is the dead time. So I could beat the streets for boat work, but I don't really have anything else going on, to be quite honest with you. I think my biggest hope is to go and talk to that lady that has that house in Eastport. I think that's probably the best chance of success. And this is really what I want to do, so, I don't really have anything else going on.
Okay. All right, so, I would just, and I understand this is your passion, and I understand this is what you really want to do. And that lady in Baltimore, the one that has that property,
Yeah.
I would go there and talk to her, and again, go in the mindset of this, not in the mindset of you by yourself. Go in the mindset of that you're part of something larger, something bigger,
Yeah.
right? And you gotta go down there and you gotta build credibility. Like, why should she give you this chance to work with her?
You the house in Eastport.
Right, in
Yeah,
Eastport.
okay.
Why should she give you the opportunity? Like,
And I told her I work with a real estate agent that's really sharp.
Okay. But that, you have to create that value, right?
Mhm.
So, well, let's do that. Let's just stay focused on what you're doing. And you got any more letters you're gonna send out?
I'm gonna send out to Glen Burnie.
Okay. Do you have any people you have to follow up with?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow, well, there's a house in Eastport. Now, the lady in Baltimore, she called on a Monday, this past Monday, so she said she would set something up. It's her mother's house, I believe. She said it was her and her mother. Well, there's only one person on the SStat listed as owner, and it's not her. So I'm assuming it's her mom. She hasn't called back. And then there's a probate situation over in Deal. And the brother will get some of the money if the house is sold. The sister's anxious to hang on to it because the sister has to make the choice as to whether it's to sell or not.
You have a list of the houses that you're working on, the deals or potential deals?
Yeah, the hot, warm, cold,
you
leads,
have
all
that?
that. Yeah, I have that.
Okay, so start working those. When's the last time you called them? When's the last time you talked to them? How many days has it been? 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, 2 weeks?
Well,
From your conversation to now.
the Baltimore one, probably I spoke with her Tuesday. That the lady in Eastport, I spoke with her today. She's expecting a call back today.
Okay.
The one in Deal was about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
And I spoke to the lady, and she said she would call me back. She didn't. Then I spoke to the brother. He's like, well, I'll tell her to call, and she didn't.
Okay.
So I was thinking about doing what you suggested, pulling something up online,
Right.
sending her just being kind of nice to her,
Some
touching
stats.
base. What can we do? What do you want to do? Do you want to list it? Do you want to live in it? What are your goals for the house? Just like, how can we serve them? How can we help them help them find a solution?
Okay. So, shit, man. Alright, so I gotta end this right now. But here's what you gotta do. Just these leads that you have. If these leads, okay, you got hot, warm, cold, right? So you got these
Mhm.
leads. Okay, so go back through your leads, right? And everybody that has called you, call them back. Just talk to them. And then when you call them back with this in mind. the fact that you're not by yourself anymore, the fact that you're behind Brickfront Properties. Tell them you're part of us. We have a website, we got 150 videos, we got this, we got that. There's a big brother behind you now. So when you talk to them,